Hi.
Welcome.
Hello,
Not sure
everyone.
if you guys are joining us for the first time, but for this team over here at Life Lessons, this is our last recording of our last show for the Safer Communities workshop series. That was a tongue twister. But I would like to thank all of you for joining us. My name is Patricia. Our co-facilitator is Derek.
Hello.
And we have Stevie beside Derek.
Hi.
Thank you, Stevie. And we have Jaden and Danielle.
Hi.
Julian. Sierra. Tajon.
Hello, everyone.
And Amin. Amin, can you wave?
Hi.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. So we're just going to jump into it because I know you guys have been waiting to see what we're going to talk about. And we have a lot of fun things to talk about today. And being our last show, we are going to talk a little bit about, in the end, we need to rest. Okay? And resting is crucial, crucial, crucial in order to have safer, calmer, and more balanced interactions with other people. Because research has shown that your mood, the way that you feel about what's going on within yourself and what's going on around you, is directly proportionate to the amount of sleep that you receive or that you've had. How many people have noticed that within themselves?
Yep. 100%. Yep. Every day.
Okay. And in the moment when you are at a friend's house, when you're at a party, when you're at a wedding, when you're doing at a concert, Stevie, like you were saying the other day, you know, your endorphins, all of that stuff are shooting through the roof and you are not feeling like you need to sleep, right? You just want to be caught up in the moment. But by the time you come home, you crash, and then you have to wake up in the morning and start doing something. How are you going to feel, Julian?
I'm fine.
Tired.
I look tired or what?
Tired. Exactly. Thanks, Sierra. Okay. And if somebody comes and takes the last bagel and you were looking forward to eating that bagel, Danielle, and someone's
You
like,
get angry.
exactly. Okay. You are going to be a little bit less patient. And you may even yell. Okay. Which is what our last workshop was. Okay. So remember, your mood is directly related to your sleep and the amount of sleep that you have. Okay. Now, if you don't have a chance to have a proper sleep, how many of you guys may have heard of like power naps?
Yeah. I have.
Yeah, do any of you guys nap?
Yeah. On the weekend, the previous weekend, I was sleeping in for the whole entire weekend. It fixed my
Oh,
sleeping
okay.
schedule, and that helped. So, yeah, a lot of weekends, I binge watch Netflix or watch a lot of anime. So I stay up very late on the weekends. Just a bad habit.
Okay, but then you can sleep in, so you get your right amount of sleep in, right? Which I
Yeah.
think
The
is
weekends,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I think it's like 6 to 8 hours, isn't it, Derek?
Yeah, 6 to 8 hours on average is really needed.
Sometimes I get 9 or 10 sometimes, but at most I need like 7 to 8 hours to feel fully awake. But the past 2 days I've been getting 6 because I've been going to sleep at 12 midnight and waking up at 6 in the morning, which isn't too bad. It's an improvement from before. So
6 to 8 hours on the average.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's, you know what, it's a work in progress. Life happens. I think the whole idea about making sure we need to rest is knowing that we need to rest and trying to find that happy balance to make up on some rest when you need it, right?
Turn off that phone. That's what I
Yeah, and
need to
also
keep
having
doing.
a safe space to rest as well, which I'm sure Derek is going to talk a little bit about when in his segment. All right. about restful people? Who are people that you can rest with?
My mother.
Okay, your mom. Yes. One of my daughters, when she comes home from school, I usually find her in my bed. Because at whatever time she drives home, it's the first thing she does is she runs upstairs to our room and she crawls into our bed. And then she's like, hey, mom, come up. Okay, so yes, I think something about parents, hopefully that you feel like you can rest with them. Who else? Tajon?
Yeah, I have a quick one actually. Your pets too, because there's been many times when my dog, I'm not home for hours, and he goes on my bed and lays down there and waits for me, even when I'm not there. But then there's been many times
Aw.
where even with pets too. That's the example.
Yes, people's best friend, right?
Yeah,
Pets.
dog's a man's best friend. It's very true.
My
Yes.
teddy bear.
Stevie, sorry?
My teddy bear.
Oh, a teddy bear. So a special, okay, a special, I would say like just a special item, okay? Something that has a lot of meaning for you that you can relate to feeling that safe, that you're in a safe space. Okay, and the nice thing about a teddy bear, Stevie, is that it can travel. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's like you're taking a little bit of home with you wherever you go.
Oh, sorry to
Whereas,
interrupt you, Patricia. Jaden, he said something. He said, what makes me calm is playing GTA and riding his bike outside. That's a really good one.
oh, fabulous. Okay, so I'm gonna put
It looked like
biking.
it looked like he was trying to tell you that. So I just wanted to, help out with that.
No, thank you. Thank you guys for just chipping in there. Okay, biking, and what was that other one?
I play
TGA?
GTA.
Grand Theft Auto, like a video game. It's basically a video game where you have to steal cars and other stuff that I probably shouldn't say on air, but
Well.
Okay, so doing
maybe
so
actually,
doing
sorry.
a relaxing activity by yourself.
Yeah, sorry, I said too much, but that's what it means. Grand Theft Auto. That's what it means.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not
A
that we're
family-friendly
promoting anything
activity.
along that line.
Let me stop now while I'm ahead, and I'm going to turn it over to Derek.
Right. Thank you. All right. Well, we as life lessons people are always promoting the positive vibe, right?
Yeah.
Good vibrations. Life lessons.
What about who? The
Who's-
beach.
The Beach Boys. Yeah, that's something else. Life lessons co-host. Can I get a wave? All right.
Hi.
A wave. Yeah, wave. Okay. You know what? This is our final show up to Safer Communities, where we're focusing on that. Our first show, does anyone remember what letter it was? First letter of the alphabet?
Hey,
A. And what do you think we focused on?
Anger?
Anger. And the
That's it.
first book, it's full circle, viewers and Life Lessons co-host, was our friend Lester, Soda Pop Head.
That's funny.
There goes Lester, watch him fester. Remember, viewers, if you haven't seen the show, check it out, right? Because Lester's friends knew that this boy, that's classmate of theirs, wasn't getting enough sleep, wasn't eating healthy foods, and he would snap like that. So Life Lessons co-host, he spoke to his father, and his father said, look, there's a clock. You need to set your alarm, go to bed at a specific time, an appropriate time for someone your age, and get up and get on and
Yeah.
right? And I don't know, it's been mentioned here by a Life Lessons co-host, put the social media away. Put, what is it that people have and they do a lot of this with their
phones.
yeah, phones. It's okay to put them away, right?
Yeah.
And what do you think all of this is about? Stevie, what do we got here? We got broccoli and fish,
Food.
fruit and vegetables, eating right. Okay, viewers and Life Lessons co-hosts, I'm going to take Lester's father advice, and I would like you to copy down these words, right? So viewers at home, you can get, if you're a teacher or student, and you want to do this personally, but there's your eat, sleep, your when you take a bath, a shower, brushing your hair, teeth, washing clothes. So pick one of those and we can go around and we're just going to share for those people that are comfortable about when you eat or sleep, you bathe, you shower, you brush your teeth, and so on. And viewers, if you want to get fancy dancy, you can make a chart and maybe you put this on the wall inside your bedroom, right? For when you need to go to sleep and get up, inside your bathroom, when you're taking a bath, when you're brushing your hair, and when you wash your clothes, right? That could be the lawn. What is it again? The laundry room, right? That as well. Okay. All right. So who knows and is comfortable? Let's start off with eating. What times do we eat on a regular basis? Tejan,
Yeah,
what?
I could say for me, it really depends on the person, but for me, in terms of breakfast, I'm not the most consistent with that because in the mornings, I'm not a morning person. I'll be honest, and especially like when I have to get to school, I have to hurry up, and I could be a bit slow at times. But like in the mornings, most times I'm not really that hungry. So breakfast, I usually don't have breakfast, but like I would say when I do, it's like around like 8 or so in the morning. It kind of depends, but I'm more consistent with having lunch and dinner. And for those times, lunch, I try to have it like during lunch break from like 12 to 1 or even like 11 a.m. Dinner for me, the times at work is like 5 to 7 p.m. on average. It just kind of depends. It's not the most consistent, but yeah, breakfast is just kind of hard for me to keep track of. So.
Oh, thank you, Tejan. And I'm going to ask Patricia on that, but Patricia, will statistics or studies show that people are more productive and they don't get angry, they don't yell, they're more chill and calm if they get up in the morning and have a breakfast at the same time? What do you think, Patricia?
I think you need a little something.
Yes.
I think you need to know your body as well and
Right.
Yeah,
what works best for your body.
True.
And I think I'm a big believer in packing a little like snack bag, I call it. And I will
Yeah.
put in like a coffee in there, like in a thermos. I'll put in a thermos of hot water. I'll put
Yeah.
in a little snack. So I've got things so that when I'm feeling a little bit kind of like hungry or noticing that my mood's not the best, then I will have something to grab quickly and kind of make sure that my brain's fueled. So I think you kind of just have to be prepared for when you are feeling like that and go with your body.
That's
exactly.
right.
I just have something quick to add. Sorry. For me, a lot of times in the mornings, I actually grab an apple because it's my favorite fruit. I like to grab an apple, and it's just a habit. I put it in my pants, my pocket pants, and I eat it in the mornings when I go to college now, and I try to get a coffee, like double double, to wake me up. That helps, and I have water with me at all times. I put it in my back pocket, so that helps me personally.
All right.
Stuff
So
like that.
thank you. So that's eating. What about sleeping? Who would like to talk about sleeping about, and if they're comfortable about when they, and I know it's summer is different, but on a regular basis. Julian, what time do you normally wake up?
Well, I got up like at 6:30 to get ready for work or something.
Yeah, okay. And then what time do you go to sleep, sir?
I think at 10.
10 o'clock. Okay, like Patricia said, and that's good for you, right?
Sometimes I go any other time if I feel like taking a day off or something.
Okay, great. All right. Sierra, what about you? What are your like wake up times and your go to sleep times?
Waking up time probably around like 7 o'clock. I wake up. and then go to sleep. Whenever my body feels tired and it's ready to go to sleep.
Yeah, when you feel tired, right?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you, thank you. Danielle, what about you? Do you want to talk about eat or sleep or what?
Maybe I I I sleep. I wake up at maybe 11 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, and what about when you go to sleep at night? So you wake up.
12 o'clock at night.
Ooh, you're a nighthawk. I say it respectfully.
Yeah.
Same
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Yeah, people are different. People are different. Jaden, what about you with your eating or sleeping? What time do you eat or do you wake up in the morning, Jaden?
I woke up at 8.
8. And are you an early to bed guy
I
or
mean 7. 7.
so you get up at 7? Are you
15. 7:15.
are you one of those gamers who stay up late? I'm just asking. I don't.
Bad habits. So they're part of the gamer lifestyle, man.
Yeah. Is that you, Jaden? It's only you and I, and well, no, you don't have to answer that one. Okay. Jade,
Mm.
you've got a great smile as every life lesson host does. And Patricia. Amen. You're not going anywhere, buddy. What about you, Amen? What time do you get up in the morning?
He goes to sleep at 9 and he's up
Okay.
at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning.
All right. And that works for Amen.
That's
works.
good. You
Yeah.
guys are making me jealous. I probably have the worst sleeping schedule here. For like, it's so all over the
It's
place.
not a competition. Okay, I'm gonna ask my wingman here about washing clothes. Now, Stevie's very good. When do we wash clothes, right? Or when do you help mommy help? What day? Because we have a pretty good routine. What day?
Sunday.
Yeah, it's basically on a Sunday. What do I do in the morning?
Make breakfast.
Well, I do make breakfast, but what am I doing before I make breakfast? I go and it's a long one.
Right.
Running, right? So you get the
Wow.
yeah, so you try to do that. And and I think it's important, isn't it, Patricia, that as we get older to stick with a healthy routine, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I read somewhere that it takes 1,000 times to do something before your body locks in a routine.
Frozen. That's wow. I didn't know there's that much.
1,000.
Wow. Okay. I knew it was a lot, but not that much. Is it consistently, like daily? Like
I don't think, I think it would be like almost daily, you know? So
yeah.
like whatever it is, like, if you, for example, going to the gym, or if you say, okay, I'm gonna go 3 times a week, like it has to be a reasonable part of a routine
You'll
because you
go out
can't
for a walk
sustain.
or something. Yeah. Stuff like
Right.
that.
Hey guys, I have a question. What if
And-
somebody is working and they can't do all these things at home?
A great question, actually.
That
Wow.
is a very good question. Well, I ask you, Danielle, and I'm not one of these people that, and I will answer the question. Can someone with a job, Danielle, do you think that they could also create their own routine around their work?
Yeah, but it wouldn't be very like good,
Well,
because they
and
would
then,
miss out.
yeah,
Especially
and so,
people who have night shifts too. Like that's hard. Like people who
No,
work
I mean
nights.
full time, like a full-time job.
okay, so we're on to something here. Who might you ask for assistance? And it's important to get that assistance with trusted people out there. Life
My
lesson.
mother?
Yes, you could ask mother. Thank you. Who else might you ask to help out?
The
Say
doctor?
friends or people you work with, your coworkers.
Right, to ease up and you prioritize, right? So Patricia, I don't know if we have a minute or two and we can get in, but prioritizing, looking at what is most important and then putting the ones that are not so important, i.e. gaming, off to the side, okay?
Oh, so
Are you
make
watching
time.
anime?
And
Binging
watching
Netflix?
anime or whatever, right? Because there's certain,
Mhm.
the more you can get done, and as Patricia was saying, getting into a habit, right? It's called rituals and routines. There it is again, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, January 1st comes around every year, and there's always the New Year's resolutions. But unless you, this is okay on a board or on paper, but unless you do it, right? It's of no use. And you have to
Yeah.
get routine.
To practice what you preach, but it's really hard, like, keeping with that, because your brain has to do all the things. It's not even just your body. Your brain has to keep track with it all. It could be very overwhelming.
Well, that's it. And a lot of our topics that we've talked about here at Life Lessons is that battle with your brain, isn't it? That's a good point, Tejan.
Mhm.
Well,
And I think
Patricia,
too, oh, sorry. I was
no, I
gonna
was just
say,
gonna say,
Danielle, I mean, we've had a chance to really get to know each other over the last few weeks that we've been working and chatting with each other. And I think it's very real what you're saying, because you're juggling a lot of things. You're juggling work, you're juggling school, you're juggling your family time. That's a lot of time within a day to be able,
Yeah.
and then juggling time for yourself too. So I think you have to really be kind with yourself when you're not able to do everything. But I think it's also very important that, on a weekend when you have a little bit of more flexibility from your job, or you have a day off from your job one day during the weekday, that you try and slip in a little bit of you time. Okay, so when you can get in, like Tejan was saying, an earlier night, get the earlier night in. When you can maybe have an hour of gaming because you love to game, do that. One thing I found, which is a little bit funny, but it works for me, is using my timer. So whether I use the timer on my Fitbit, but I mean, everybody has phones. Most of us have phones. So if I'm going to sit and have a tea, which I do love to do when I need to like chill, I'll say, okay, I'm going to sit for 20 minutes and enjoy my tea. So I'll put my timer on for 20 minutes so that I can still do the other things that I feel I need to do. And then, but during that 20 minutes, I'll be like, phew. Yes, Derek?
yeah, and I think is finding that space away from your work. Many people will eat at their desk, or whether it's the office or whatever, but finding that calming place where it really is rest, right? And then that is family members, love you in that, but it's me time. So well said, Patricia.
Thank you so much. Oh, sorry, Jaden, did you have something to say? Add?
Oh, he said it in the chat. Oh, he said it like 8 minutes ago. He just said he's a gamer. Never mind.
Oh, good. You know what? There is a place for gaming. That is me time.
That's
You
true.
know? And everybody has something that drives them and motivates them, right?
Fair enough.
So we are going to finish up this part of our work, or at least this workshop. And then I'm going to, and then we're going to get together for a few minutes afterwards, okay? So thank you everybody for joining us for our last workshop, okay? In the end, we need rest. Really appreciate you joining us. Thank you, co-hosts, for your insights. Thank you, Derek, for everything that you brought to the table. And of course, your inexhaustible supply of very relevant books. Please thank your librarian, who I know you said has helped you a lot with that quest. We're going to wave ourselves off and thank you very much, viewers, for joining us. You guys are
Thank you,
awesome.
guys.
Thank
Looking
Take
forward to
care.
the next workshops. Take care, guys.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.